Hey YouTube, Gunham here, and welcome back to Space Engineers again. This is the last of the 3 ships I really wanted to get out, and I finally have. Right, a couple minor technical difficulties. At any rate, I'm back. So, yeah, what the heck is this thing? Well, big fans of Star Wars will recognize this is the Lancer class frigate. Very simple ship. No anti-ship weaponry. It is literally a fighter killer. That is what it does. Very fast, very nimble, and it slaughters fighters. That's all it does. Although it can do a number on gunships too. Let's go over this thing, shall we? On the outside, well, by the way, the Lancer is also for some entertainment purposes and training purposes, basically, so it has an increased crew area. So on the outside, here at the front, we have the primary area for the crew to eat. Just below that is for them to exercise and have coffee and to look around. We've got, sitting on top, a Gatling Turret. Not on the bottom, but on both sides there's another Gatling Turret, which is nice. Just behind, on the top, 2 more Gatling turrets and the antenna. On the bottom, 2 Gatling turrets here. On the other side, another one. A little catwalk for people to take a look around, and for zero-G training. On the back section here, 2 Gatling turrets top, 2 on the bottom, and a missile turret at each side. So, yeah, in total, 5 Gatling turrets on the top, 2 port, 2 starboard, and 4 Gatling turrets on the bottom with 1 missile turret per side. So yes, the top is still more heavily armed, but not by a whole lot. Now this area here is really for communications for space travel people. Though people call it the bridge, you can use it as the bridge, or you can use this as the bridge. And that's easy to get blown off. This, not quite as easy. So there's that. Other than that, it's very basic. It does have a hangar that does not close and is incredibly small. Then again, the entire ship is tiny. There's the Arcturus, or the blah, 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 whatever it's called. Notice just how tiny the thing is. I mean, this could practically fit inside of the bay for my Katarn class. It could possibly fit inside the hangar, except for it's a little fat in the back, and it's kind of tall in comparison, but it could almost fit inside. It's not too long. So, it's just not a very big ship. Hang on a second. Alright, a couple things I forgot. A couple cameras and the piston. So, my bad. I'm going to extend that. So yeah, let's go over this little ship. While the piston extends, we're going to go in from the main airlock, which, well, you could go in from the hangar, but the airlock is actually just this little bit here. Which, I like this. Actually, no, let's go in from the hangar, because I want to. So, you land in the hangar. I'm getting some lag. Go out through these doors. You have to head up a few levels to this airlock. In here, a few turrets are here to greet you, along with a few vents. Now, you can go up or down. I'm going to go up first off. Here is out this window, alright? So we can see where we are. There's a few beds, probably for the passengers. Go this way. You can go up, another turret greets you. Or go this way, another turret greets you, and a cargo container. That's kind of why that's there. Go in here. People can exercise in the gym. A couple turrets saying hello. Or they can enjoy some cargo if they'd like. They can just look around. You can probably move these beds if you want to. Get some coffee. Or you can go up a floor, as long as the turrets don't shoot you. As soon as you get up here, 2 turrets to say hello, because those are lovely. Another turret here. I forgot Is this a dull side? Yes, it is. This is two-sided. Forgot it's mirrored. There's another turret right there. And the cafe. There's plenty of tables. Not very much there because, again, this is more for training purposes, so you'd have a meeting in here or something. So, go through this. Another, it is an airlock. This system is full of redundancies for air, and that's about it. Now we're staying on the upper level for now. Go through here. It's an airlock to here, which is the rear window. This is the cryo unit, reversed on the other side, of course, with a few turrets and some beds. Go through here. Now this, a turret again, but this leads to those outside balconies, which is the other way into the ship. Go back here, go up and around to here, and we can take this down. We're going to go through this nice airlock, come down here, and we're going to skip that for just a hair, go through this airlock to this bottom viewing area. This is really nice. People can observe. You come up here, and oh, look where we are. Down there's a hangar. So go back through to here. Cargo container is here. And we've got the armory. Hello. Which there should be a gun here. There is not. Don't know why there isn't, but there is now. Okay. So, yes, the armory is here with its glitched out things. So back through this airlock, and we're going to go up this time. That, I don't know what that's there for. So going that way goes to the main area. Up here, though, through this airlock, is the main bridge. Well, one of the possibilities of a main bridge. Plenty of LCDs, plenty of oxygen. You go up here through this other airlock because that's really important in case this gets blown off. You have the observation bridge right up there. And that's literally it. It's a very small ship. There's very little interior, but it would slaughter fighters. Now, I'm gonna weight just over 5 million kilograms. The only heavy armor on this entire thing is in the hangar. Everywhere you can see in the hangar is heavy armor. Slightly on the outside is also armor, but yeah. That's the only heavy armor on the whole thing. It's incredibly lightweight. No batteries. A couple of oxygen generators, some oxygen tanks. It's not a lot of stuff. Retract that. Now I'm gonna quickly re-upload this to Steam. I'll be right back. Alright, we're gonna take this thing for a little bit of a spin now, really quick here. First off, rotating. Well, it is a frigate, so you'd expect it to be pretty good. Let's go up, shall we? Yeah, this is why it rotates so well. It hits gyros, doesn't get thrusters. I just hit 10 meters per second. Now let's go. Come on. 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Bad. That is pretty darn bad. No, let's reverse. 2, 3, 4. The reverse actually isn't bad, but of course it's gonna have the forward. And with a pair of those, and not just those, but there's more up there, this is gonna be good. 3, 2, 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna stop it. It's gonna take it a second to stop, but it can get up some speed. Yes, this camera watches the connector. Although, it really doesn't help too much. This camera just above the spotlight. Camera here sees it go out, so you can't really see if someone's there or not. You can really just see if it's secure. So, yeah. That's okay. There's that thing over there again. Don't care. So yes, they can rotate on a dime, although without any big guns to shoot at people, you have to rely solely on your turrets. But this isn't designed to shoot at people. This thing is designed for one purpose, and that purpose is to kill fighters. Now let's see what makes it tick, shall we? Let's start peeling back layers and see what happens, which means I need to establish my layers. I've saved this to Steam again. I'm gonna finish on this, and I'm going to pull this back here and then pull this up to there. So this is how I'll be able to tell. I'm gonna peel it back going into the ship, not going top to bottom, because this is a left to right ship. That thing was a top to bottom ship. I forgot I did that. Bing. And okay. Alright, so let's go over this. Or no, whoops. I'm doing this as a left to right. I mean, that's top to bottom, so left to right. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go left to right. So yes, I do need this. What am I thinking? Which means I need to do this. There. That'll do it. That'll let me do it. And another one on the bottom. Bang. Alright. That'll be enough. Okay, so let's go over this, shall we? We're going to take this one good layer at a time. Right, so first layer, nothing. You'd expect that. This might be a little better. Nah, just some conveyors. However, we're starting to get into some good stuff with this. And here we go. We've got the door there, and there's a gun there, We've got a handful of gyros hiding there, handful of gyros there, a oxygen generator, and this is the big reason why this thing's so agile. These things, the 4 of them, which of course this is mirrored on the other side. So let's delete some stuff. See what happens. Still only getting into this. Those are gone. But notice a couple more gyros have appeared. This thing has lots of gyros. Now, this is going to leave a mark. I am so glad I uploaded this. So getting into here, you can see some of the inside. Maybe I'm going to head down a little. You can see lots of lovely stuff. All these airlock doors everywhere. You see all these airlocks. You got the airlock here, an airlock there. You've got this airlock here. You've got that one there. You've got this one there. There's airlocks everywhere. And what's this? Didn't mention, this thing's actually, I should have probably gone over everything, but I'll do that in just a second. I can peel off a bit more. There's nothing to this ship, so now I can go over everything because it's still mirrored. Doesn't matter. Peel that off. We're not halfway yet. Some more gyros hiding around. You see a turret was on the wall. Not anymore. I forgot that did that, but oh well. As well. A couple more gyros hiding. You see the shield generator hiding down there. And yeah, this is a giant bank of gyros. That's one of the reasons, besides all the rest, that this thing's so darn nimble. And this is it. This is what we really want to see. Besides the massive gyro set in the back here, hiding just behind this reactor, this is what you've got. Down here you've got the shields. You've got the rear reactors, the rear cargo container, and the jump drive. You've got the midship cargo container with the front reactor and the forward cargo container. So there's plenty of cargo in this thing. 3 big cargo containers. And reactors, 3 big ones. And there's oxygen right there. So that's what this ship is. A ton of gyros. A ton of small gyros. A few big gyros. And then a couple giant engines, a few reactors, some shields, which are nice, and that's about it. Just a bunch of reactors, a jump, it's just, that's it. 3 cargo, 3 reactors, a jump drive, and then a ton of gyros with very few weapons. The ship is primarily meant for training. And down there you can see the sheer lack of size of the hangar. The hangar is only 3 wide, and this is as big as it is. So you can have one fighter sitting there, another fighter here, and a little support drone there. And that's it. It's not a big ship. It's not intended to be a big ship. It's intended to be basically a system patrol craft, meant to kill very, very minor threats, and that's it. Or you stick it in with a fleet and you have it kill fighters. It would probably lay siege to most pirates, and it would definitely keep up with the bigger ships with all these things here. And all this also for forward thrust. It's definitely going to be able to keep up, more or less, but don't ask it to turn and dance. So it's meant to stay by ships like that one and others. It's just meant to stay there and support them. It is not meant to kill stuff on its own. By the way, in case you're wondering how this is still on even though there aren't any visible reactors, there's some batteries visible. That's why. There's a handful of batteries. That's it. And I'm in creative mode, so that probably has something to do with it. So yeah. Like I said, it's a tiny, tiny ship. Very small. Very useful, though. Because it just kills fighters. It has one job. One job only, and it does it very well. So. Hear this? So, the Lancer Frigate. I will catch you all later. Ciao.